This is the Rode Wireless Pro, a 32-bit recording lav mic system with a bunch of amazing features and accessories, all for under £400. Is it worth it, and is it better than the DJI mic? Well, in this video we're going to go over everything about this mic and to see if it's the perfect mic for creators or even professionals. Rode has kindly sent this mic out to me for free, but it is not sponsored and I'm not getting paid for this review, and this is my 100% honest thoughts. In the box you get so much for your money. You get 2 carry cases to hold your mics and accessories, one of them being a charging case which includes 1 receiver and 2 32-bit float transmitters that also support timecode. Each transmitter has up to 7 hours of battery life and also up to 21 hours when using the charging case, so you really don't have to worry about running out of juice whenever you're on a shoot using them. In the accessory case, this is where it gets very exciting because you get 2 wired lav mics with a locking 3.5mm jacks, which means no more accidental disconnects when you are on shoot because you've got that safety of the lav locking into the transmitter. This is absolutely huge because these lav mics with the locking screws are £85 each. So for 2 of them, that's £170 worth of lav mics you're getting in with this kit. You also get cables to connect to phones, computers and action cameras, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack to connect to your normal camera. You'll also find wind protection dead cats for the lav mics and for the transmitters if you're out on windy conditions, and also magnets which fit on the transmitter so you can easily attach this to a t-shirt, and luckily they also fit in the charging case. So what's great about the Rode Wireless Pro is that if you want to be really professional and bring all of the accessories, then you can bring both of the cases and then you get everything. However, if you do want to travel light and you only want to bring 1 case, then you can bring that on its own because the transmitters have built-in mics into them and they still sound absolutely amazing. I love the fact if you do want to travel light, this case is really small and compact and you can pretty much fit everything in there, even if you want to do a 2-camera interview. But I do wish the case was a little bit bigger, that it could fit maybe at least 1 of the lavalier mics. I'd rather have 1 bigger case that can fit everything in rather than 2 average size cases. However, I do like the option because you get the mics on the transmitters, which is great for a lot of people, especially creators out there, because not everyone needs lav mics all the time. They can just use the transmitters. I have the DJI mic and I also have the DJI Mic 2 when I brought my Pocket 3, and the one thing that I love about the DJI mic is the touchscreen on the receiver. I love the fact that you can go through all of the menus, change the gain, get access to everything you want straight from the receiver, whereas on the Rode Wireless Pro, even though it is nice going through the menus using the buttons, there is no touchscreen at all, and you can't actually access all of the settings and all of the features on the receiver itself. You do have to connect it to the Rode Connect app, and the only annoying thing with the Rode Connect app, you can't even connect it through Bluetooth. You do have to plug it in using a USB-C cable to connect some of the settings like timecode, because you can't find that on the receiver. I find the touchscreen on the DJI mic way quicker, and it just feels a little bit more premium as well with this touchscreen because this is built very, very well. Also, one thing about the DJI mic that I do like is that when it's on your camera, you can see everything like your levels when you are talking. However, using the Rode Wireless Pro, because of the way it's designed, you can't see the levels when you are filming either behind the camera or in front of the camera because the levels are actually pointing up. So after just filming the B-roll, I've actually just found out that the DJI mic, you can only see the levels when you're facing the camera, not from behind, when really you want to see it from behind more, because if you're doing an interview you want to see the levels. And with the Rode Wireless Pros, it depends how high the tripod is, to be honest, but if it's quite relatively low, it's not actually that hard to see the levels. After doing this test, I actually prefer the Rode Wireless Pros. However, because this is the Rode Wireless Pro, this can record in 32-bit internally when you do record on the transmitters. Now 32-bit float is basically as close as raw audio that you're gonna get, and you don't have to worry about your levels at all. If I peek in the camera using the levels that I've set, it doesn't matter, because as long as I record directly onto the receiver as a backup, then I've always got that 32-bit float recording on the Rode Wireless Pro at all times. So if I do mess up on the camera, I've always got that perfect backup recording, and I don't have to worry about the mic running out of storage because there's a ridiculous, like, I think it's 40 or 44 hours of internal storage. And talking about the DJI Mic 1 still, I much prefer it when the mic actually magnetized into the case. I just think it's way more premium. It feels like the AirPods rather than lining up the USB-C port with the USB-C in the charging case. If you've not noticed already, I'm actually recording this this whole entire video on the Rode Wireless Pro using the lav mic. And what do you guys think? Leave a comment. Does this sound good? Does it sound as good as my normal videos when I use my Sennheiser MKE 600 shotgun mic? At the minute, this mic is really impressing me and I'm absolutely loving it. For what you get for the money, and it's on discount at the minute on Amazon for about £325. That's the same amount of price that I paid for the original DJI mic. And instead, with the Rode Wireless Pro, you get 32-bit float recording and 2 lavalier mics as well, which cost £85 each. And just for your reference now, I've just changed over from the lav mic straight to the transmitter. So this is going straight into the transmitter now. But now, what does this sound like? Is there any difference between the transmitter audio and the lavalier microphone? Does it sound better? Does it sound worse? Or does it sound the exact same? The look of a lavalier microphone to me is way more professional than having this just sitting on you. It's just, this is way too bulky. You've got the lights on as well, so if you're at a wedding getting some audio, I done that on the DJI mic, you can see the flashing green, the flashing red and the blue when you are filming someone, whereas if you do use a lavalier mic, you can hide this away in a pocket. These mics are probably the best all-in-one lav mic that you can get on the market at the minute for the price. You obviously have your industry standard Sennheiser AVX mics, which are cameras and external audio recorders, because you can, I personally think this mic system is the best choice to get for most people, especially creators, and I also think professionals as well. I think it beats the DJI mic like £70 more. You get the 2 lav mics with it as well, even though I'm just using the transmitter now. So again, how does this sound? I'm outside. I think a lot of professionals can benefit from a system like this because of that 32-bit float recording. So I've just switched back over to the lav system now. With the wind protection, what does it sound compared to the transmitter? And basically what I was saying, as long as you've got the backup recording shooting in 32-bit float, you don't have to worry about audio levels at all. Whereas the Sennheiser AVXs don't have that option of even recording internally as a backup, never alone having it 32-bit float. So that's why I think the Rode Wireless Pro is one of the best options to buy if you're a creator or even if you are a professional, because you have the lav mic system and you have all the accessories that you could possibly need. I need to wrap this video up now because Spain-Germany's just kicked off in the Euros quarter-final and I really want to watch it, and I plan to have this video wrapped about an hour ago. Let's just go through some of the final features that this Rode system has to offer, and like I mentioned earlier, it's got time code. Time code really speeds up post-production when you are syncing audio in post. Also, even with the 7-hour battery life, as soon as you plug the receiver straight into the camera, it detects and auto powers on. That's massive, because if you, even though it's got an amazing battery life, if you do have a really long shoot and you're constantly turning off and on the camera to save the battery life, it will do the same with that. And also, if you turn on the camera and forget to turn on the receiver, then obviously you're not going to capture any audio, because I've done that before. I've done that a lot on this YouTube channel and I hate it. It's the worst thing ever when you turn on the recording and it's not recording any audio at all. I made a video the other week about the DJI Mic 2 and how you can use that mic to pretty much get 32-bit float recording on any mic you may own, like the Sennheiser MKE 600. Well, that absolutely applies to the Rode Wireless Pro 2, because if you plug in the Sennheiser MKE 600 to the Rode Wireless Pro and record internally, this will be your mic. Like I've connected my lavs earlier on in the video using this port. This will work with any shotgun mic as well. So as long as you record internally, or even, it doesn't have to be internally anyway, it can go straight through the camera, but if you record internally, you can get 32-bit float recording on any mic you have, as long as it's plugged in through here and recorded through here. So that's another huge thing with this. You can use pretty much any mic with it. There's times to use lav mics and there's times to use shotgun mics. You don't use lav mics for everything and you don't use shotgun mics for everything. But I think personally, as a videographer and a filmmaker, you absolutely need both solutions, because sometimes you want to hide the mic and boom it and get that really nice, crisp and perfect audio. And there's also sometimes when you're interviewing 2 people, or you have to mic up 2 people at a wedding who need 2 mics, and one shotgun mic is not going to cover both of their vocals. So you need mics like lavs, because you can lav up 2 people, and this is where the Rode Wireless Pro comes in absolutely perfectly, and it's why I recommend this mic system to absolutely everybody out there. And if you do want to pick one up, I do have an affiliate link in the description below for you to go buy. So if you really want one of the best mic systems out there, and if you want to help support the channel, then go through that affiliate link and purchase this mic, because I really do recommend it. Thank you very much for Rode for sending me this. I'm really thankful for it, and I really hope this review has helped you guys decide on what mic to get, because you really can't go wrong with these Rode Wireless Pros. If you did enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Again, I'm ending it using the mic just straight from the transmitter. If you do notice a difference through any time of this video, do let me know, and do you think they sound good? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See you later.